Welcome back to another video. I'm going to be showing you guys how to up pot your seedlings. It is that time where we are ready to put them into a bigger pot for them to grow even bigger. So I'm going to walk you guys through step by step on how you're going to do this. I am going to show you guys a little update of the seedlings. There is no longer snow on the ground. It's been about 2 months, I think, maybe a little less or a little more, since I planted the seedlings, and they are doing so good. I have been learning different things along the ways. I have learned how to trim my seedlings to really make them have more space to grow, not be competing for anything, so they can grow the biggest they possibly can. And I am so shocked by how much they grew after I did that. So I'm excited to show you guys, and today we are actually going to be up potting our seedlings. So that way in the last 3 weeks, maybe 4 weeks, depending on which plant it is, they have more time to grow. Really, really big and beautiful. And they have a lot more space. And I can tell right now, some of them have root bound. And in around a week and a half, we are going to start hardening them off and then planting them in the garden mid-May or late May, whenever the last frost is, or might do a little bit after if they need a little bit more time. Just depends on what it is, but there were certain plants that were going to be direct sowing into the ground, so look out for that video as well. I'll take you guys to see my garden. It's now so big and beautiful. I'm so excited to plant all my little seedlings in here. So we actually extended it. It just used to be this little pass at the end here, and we extended it all the way over. It looks so good. I'm so excited to plant all my little seedlings in here. And what we did was we killed the grass, we tilled it up, and then we put manure, compost. It was a little fresher than we would have liked, so we might have to till that in. But this is to really add the nutrients back in from sometimes what tilling can do to the soil. And of course it's like kind of like harder dirt. So yeah, we're really just wanting to make it as nutrient dense as we can. We still have about a month, and we're hoping that we get enough rain that this kind of sets into the soil. If not, we're going to till it again. We're going to be setting up the perimeter around the garden so my dogs can't get in there, or my chickens. And yeah, I'm really, really excited. So we'll keep you updated on that. Let's up pot our seedlings. I'm going to show you what I'm using and my updated seedlings. So I'm just using these bigger trays. You could also get these on Amazon or like your local greenhouse. But these like bigger pots. And I'm going to start with my tomatoes, because I'm just going to show you guys the process, and then I'll show you a little preview of how all the plants are doing. We're going to start with our brandywines. So look at how big they've gotten since the first time we planted and saw a little sprout. So crazy. I can tell these guys are root bound. I checked on one yesterday, and root bound is when the roots get to the very bottom and they don't really have more space to grow. This is something that if you want to do your own seedlings, you're going to have to know, is you want to be up potting them. That way they can really flourish the last few weeks. And they have more space so they can just get bigger. It's so, so, so good. And then I also got a bag of soil. So that's really all you need to make this happen. It's pretty straightforward and simple, but I'm going to show you guys how to do it. So what we're going to do is we're going to open this bag. This is just organic dirt, organic and natural all-purpose potting mix. So let's do the job. Hi! Hi! Oh, hello! You guys are so interested in what I'm doing, huh? So first things first, you're going to take your soil, get an up pot, fill it up with dirt, again, to the top. We're not going to moisten this one, we're just going to water them after. And then we're going to make a wide hole in here. So now we're going to squeeze the bottom of this tray so we can loosen up the dirt here. And if you can, if the soil's too much, and stick your finger in the side and pull up from the bottom, because sometimes you won't be able to pull on the stem and it'll rip it out, which you don't want. This, you can tell, has root bound because the roots are so long and they can't grow anymore. So we are just going to gently put it in the new dirt, press that in there. I'm going to take some more soil, place it on top, make sure that plant is sturdy, so press down around it, build up the soil around it. And there you have it. Now you have officially learned how to pot your little seedlings. Now these should grow really beautifully, and I'm just going to water them. I have watered them the other day with plant food, so I've been doing that about once a week, which I've noticed a significant growth as well. I just use organic plant food. You can really find this anywhere, but we'll be doing this to all of our seedlings except the onions. Okay guys, it's about 3 days later after I uppotted a lot of my seedlings, and it really made a difference for so many of these plants, and I wanted to give you a little preview of them. They are looking so good, so I'm so excited to show you. I have started hardening off my onion plants. They are starting to grow really well, and I'm really happy with it. They are going to be planted within like 2 to 3 weeks, as soon as I feel like they are really big enough that they're not just going to die when I put them in the ground, and also when I feel that they're strong enough and there's absolutely no frost. My potatoes I'm going to be planting this week, so I'm really excited, and yeah, here's a little preview of how they're doing. Now, when I first uppotted these, they were like down to here. So they have like just really started to grow so well, so full of leaves, and I know they're just going to really take off in the next few weeks. These are my little cherry tomato plants. They are doing much better now that I thinned them out from all the rest. My onions are doing great. They have 3 little leaves on them. I'm really loving that they're growing so quickly in these final few weeks, and honestly they're really strong, so I'm really happy with that. I haven't trimmed them or anything, and I feel like they've honestly been great. And then my other tomato plants are doing awesome. This one is the biggest one, and these are my big slicer tomatoes, so I'm really happy those are doing good. And then my peppers are starting to do amazing as well. These ones are really doing super well. I turned the fan on so that way I could start to get airflow, to have more air hitting them. I've been leaving that open, and then again hardening off the onions. I put them outside in the morning for about an hour or two. Try to keep them out of direct sunlight if you can, because you don't want the sun to fry them, but this is really going to get used to the sun, the wind, the temperatures, and then when you put them in the ground, they're not going to die. So this is something I'm going to start doing for all my plants, but right now just the onions, because I am going to be waiting a little bit longer, for as long as I need, up until through May, and then by June 1st I'm hoping to have all of them planted, or at least most of them. I'm also going to be direct sowing into the garden, so yeah, I'm going to be doing another video for you guys on this, and all my tips and tricks for each plant that I plant. Make sure to stay tuned for that. I'm really excited to share this with you guys. I'm really excited to grow our own food and be able to eat the vegetables that are coming from our garden that I started from seedlings. I just think it is so cool and so fun to live this way. So hopefully I can inspire you to really be able to do this for yourself and your family. Stay tuned for more videos, and I will see you in the next one.